Imagine you are enjoying your day, walking your dog around the park or having a picnic. Then boom! Someone just collapsed on the ground. What do you do? This first scenario, as you can see, is someone who just witnessed an innocent bystander collapse. As you can see, the girl is completely freaking out and doesn't know what to do, as she has never had any experience with someone having a heart attack and just begins crying. The next scenario is of an experienced girl who has her CPR certification watching someone collapse to the ground. She immediately rushes over and follows the correct basic CPR steps she learned in her training. Which person do you want to be? The one that freaks out and does nothing, or the one that is prepared and saves lives? In my speech, I will be persuading you on why you should take action and earn your CPR certification so you can save lives, not only innocent bystanders, but also your family and friends. I have taken 2 CPR training classes in high school, and I earned my BSL CPR certificate as well as my first aid certificate. I've done a lot of research for this topic, and I also dig through different articles, peer-reviewed journals, and even interviews from nurses in my family. Today, I'm going to discuss the need for more people to earn their CPR certification, the satisfaction of being certified, and the reward of being CPR certified. Now, let's begin by discussing why there's a need for more people to get CPR certified. So, what exactly is CPR? CPR stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Everyone should learn how to properly give CPR as it is a basic life-saving skill that is used when a person's heartbeat or breathing has stopped, which can impact one's chance of survival, but unfortunately, this is not the case in America. It was reported that nearly 70% of Americans are not CPR certified and feel helpless if there is a cardiac emergency. There is a great need for people to get CPR certified training because I believe it should be learned by everyone to ensure that in your household or work, people are in good hands until the paramedics arrive. It is very important to know CPR because according to Dr. Williams from CPR certified training in 2015, nearly 383,000 sudden cardiac arrests occur outside the hospital each year. Out of this number, around 75% of the victims were in their own home. What if out of these 383,000 people who get sudden cardiac arrest a year was your dad or your grandma? If we don't solve this problem by having more people earn their CPR certificate, it would give less people the opportunity to grow old with their loved ones. The more time a person is without oxygen, the more complications that can occur. According to Williams in the website called Spinal Cord in 2016, at the 1 minute mark, brain cells begin dying. At 3 minutes, neurons suffer more extensive damage, and lasting brain damage becomes more likely. At 5 minutes, death becomes inanimate. At 10 minutes, even if the brain remains alive, a coma and lasting brain damage are almost inevitable. At 15 minutes, survival becomes nearly impossible. Now that you realize the need for more people to earn their CPR certification, I will continue my speech by talking about how you can get the satisfaction of earning your CPR certification. You have a choice of either earning your certificate online or in person. In order to decrease the amount of Americans who don't know how to correctly give CPR from 70% to as small as possible, I want more people to understand the importance of learning how to give proper CPR, the benefits, and learning how accessible earning your certificate really is. In order to do this, I will place ads on common social media websites like Instagram or Facebook. I will also place posters around public areas like malls, parks, and around college campuses. My plan is for more people to learn the benefits and how to get their CPR certification, which will make more people willing to earn their certificate. Most people don't have their certificate because they don't know how to get it or the importance of getting it. But now, with offering more information to the public, more and more Americans will be willing to get trained. I want to stress the importance of becoming CPR certified because of the multitude of benefits, but also the consequences that could occur if you don't. Imagine there was a family gathering at your house, and out of nowhere, your mom or your grandma fell to the ground and stopped breathing immediately. Imagine that no one in your family knew CPR and just completely freaked out. Then you find out that the paramedics were going to take 10 minutes until they got to your location. According to the article titled Sudden Cardiac Arrest by Mayo Clinic in 2018, time is critical when you're helping an unconscious person who isn't breathing. 10 minutes without oxygen will cause your loved one to enter a coma with long-lasting brain damages that are inevitable. Wouldn't you want to get trained on how to give CPR properly in order to have a higher chance that your mother or your grandmother will survive? If you get CPR certified, you can make a difference in not only your family's life, but also innocent bystanders' life. According to a peer-reviewed article by Bushazzo in 1986, national statistics show that only about 5% of out-of-hospital cardiac arrest victims survive. But the American Heart Association estimates that the survival rate might be as high as 60 to 80% if CPR could be started promptly at the scene of the arrest. Not only will you be a lifesaver to your loved ones and to the public, but you would also be more likely to be chosen for a job by employers if you are CPR certified compared to if you are not. You also get the satisfaction of knowing that you were able to save an innocent human being's life. According to my mom, who has been a nurse for 15 plus years, people who are able to give CPR performance to their loved ones before the ambulance arrives are seen to be more relaxed and proud of themselves. If more Americans, including you and your family, don't get CPR certified, it can lessen the chance of survival if someone gets a sudden cardiac arrest. The longer it takes for someone to perform CPR on an individual who has a cardiac arrest, the more likely it is for them to die. So be the person who improves the chance of survival until the first responders get there by getting your CPR certification today. Go to the website www.redcross.org or call the number 1-800-733-2767 for more information. Now that I've discussed the reasons why you should get CPR certified, I am not going to restate the important points I made in my speech. I really hope after listening to my speech, you'll be more willing to save a life by getting your CPR certification. There is a great need for more Americans to earn their CPR certification, as it can better the chance of survival of those innocent lives who had a cardiac arrest from 5% to about 60 to 80%. Go get your CPR certification today. Go to the website www.redcross.org or call the number 1-800-733-2767 for more information.
Yay! You saved my life!
Get CPR certified because you never know when these life-saving skills will be needed. The second girl in the scenario from the beginning of the speech was able to save this innocent person's life since she is CPR certified and knows what to do in the case of an emergency. Take action and save lives.